everyone. I'm going to just run through today a quick tutorial on how I sew the base or the underbelly onto my Willow Whale crochet pattern. So this pattern's available in my Etsy shop. So I'm not going to run through the whole pattern today, but I am going to run through just this portion here, the sewing part, just so that you've got a visual in case maybe this much sewing is new to you. There is a little extra sewing here for this pattern, just because it really gave her this sort of pouty look that she's got going on here. She's got this sort of sloped tail. It's her signature look. So anyway, I'll run through that today. I'll show you here. This is what it's going to look like before you start. Okay, so she looks a little funny. We want to make sure again that this tail is pointing down, and this is where you're going to be placing that underbelly, and we're going to be sewing it on there today. So this here is the piece that you'll have ready to go. Okay, and that's going to be placed on the bottom. So, and just in case you're wondering, this here is, this is actually a Bernat blanket yarn. It's the color Birch. I love this color. It's a nice white alternative. It's got a nice creamy look, kind of a warmer look. And then this here is called Navy Ombre, also by Bernat. It comes in a beautiful wheel of colors, and I usually separate them with my yarn winder, and there's all kinds of different colors. There's a really dark, beautiful navy that comes out of here as well. So highly recommend that yarn for these little projects. You can separate them and get probably 5 different colors out of one of those wheels, which is fantastic. So anyway, I'm gonna just start here by placing this piece on. We're gonna be using pins today. It's really important to pin your pieces. You're better off to pin 10 times and sew once. You don't want to be ripping out stitches. So this piece here, we're gonna kind of grab it at the top center and place it just above that first round of stitches here, that magic circle, and that's where that sort of pouty look is going to come in there. You can see it's so cute. So I'll go ahead and just start by placing my first pin in, just covering that little circle there. And any of these strands can actually get tucked in here. You don't have to weave them in, they're just going to get hidden, and you want to leave this long 35-inch strand out so that you've got it available for sewing. So one thing that's really important about this is making sure that you take time to check evenness as you go. Keep stopping and checking before you continue pinning. You want to make sure we've got even spacing between this piece and her eye. So I'm going to just tug this way a little bit and keep pinning. These pins are great. They are a clover pin that I discovered and I love. They're a little bit longer than regular pins, but the best part is when you're pinning into blanket yarn, the last thing you want to do is lose pins, and you really could lose those little heads into this chunky yarn. So these have a nice big head on them, which is fantastic. And they're nice and bright, they're really cute. This is the box here. So they have lots of sort of fun little colors in there, of course. Okay, so I've got this pinned. I'm going to take a good look and make sure that I'm happy with the placement. Make sure that the distance is the same between the eyes. Yeah, that looks good. Okay, so we're ready to start sewing. So I'm going to just get my yarn needle here. Okay, so when you're placing your stitches here, the most important thing is to make sure that your needle is going in straight, okay? As soon as you start kind of getting on an angle, either down too far or up too far, it could end up showing white into the blue or blue into the white. You want to make sure that these stitches that you're making are just kind of hidden under the very edge so there's no pulling, okay? So I'm going to go ahead and make my first stitch. I'll just push my needle in here. You're going to be going underneath that single crochet stitch, so both of those loops, okay? Straight in, and this is a horizontal stitch, but you're going straight in and scooping a vertical stitch on the body. Again, keeping it behind this very edge here, okay? So there is the first stitch. A little fuzzy here. So scooping those two, okay, straight in, scooping that vertical stitch. I'm going to take this pin out, get that out of my way. Okay. Scooping that stitch. I'm getting a nice neat edge there, okay. Scoop. Got all the fuzzies happening. Okay. Okay, so you're gonna just keep going along there. It's gonna make a nice even line of stitches. I'm gonna make my way all the way around and I'll meet you back here. Okay, so I've got her all finished here. I've got that piece sewn on, that underbelly attached to the body all the way around. You can see it's a nice neat line all the way around. You can't really see those stitches. I did go ahead and I added the side fins as well and the little top fin. So that's what she looks like. She's all done. Nice and cute. She's a pretty quick make considering there is a tiny bit of sewing, but you'll get really quick at it after you've done a few of them. If you do want to get this pattern, you can pick it up in my Etsy shop, or you can go straight to oakandmarlow.com, my website, where you can link up to all of those patterns there and tips and tricks and other modifications for patterns that I've got. You know, this, I find that she is kind of a quick make, which is nice. She's gonna make a really nice market make, I think, and a great quick gift for somebody if you're looking for something sweet. She's got that kind of sad, pouty look and definitely looks like she needs a hug. So I hope you found this helpful today. Again, if you have any questions, you're welcome to send me a message or email me, and I'm always happy to get back to you right away. Thanks so much.